21st century, a weapon will be invented like no other. This weapon will be powerful, versatile, and indestructible. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bargained with. It will feel no pity, no remorse, no pain, no fear. It will have only one purpose: to pull a diver at maximum velocity. This weapon will be called the Cuda X. It's no secret that I've been using and loving DiveXtras scooters for the last 4 years. I like them so much I actually started selling them. As a budget scooter, the Blacktip opened up a new type of diving for a lot of people. With all that success in the budget market, it's easy to forget where DiveXtras came from. Make no mistake, they've been designing and revolutionizing technical DPVs for the last 20 years, and they are far from a one-trick pony. So what does it look like when DiveXtras makes a scooter that isn't budget-minded, but instead focused entirely on raw performance? Let me show you. Before we get started, yes, this scooter was sent to me for review, and I am a DiveXtras dealer, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. However, I'm a DiveXtras dealer because I believe in their products, and my opinions are my own. I did my original DiveXtras Blacktip video back in 2021. It's horrifically embarrassing to me. I shot it before I kind of found my voice for the channel, but the info is still good. Go watch it if you want to laugh at me. But I did note in my review that while the Blacktip was capable of just about everything, it wasn't an uncompromising, indestructible technical beast like some of the much more expensive scooters out there. This ain't that. This is an uncompromising, indestructible, high-performance monster. Using the exact same batteries as the Blacktip Tech and Travel, it is significantly more powerful with increased range. They call the maximum speed where the scooter dumps every ounce of power into the motor possible ludicrous speed.
Sir, had you better buckle up? Buckle this! Ludicrous speed! Go!
Who doesn't love a cheeky little Spaceballs reference? It is without a doubt the fastest I have ever moved underwater. The body is machined out of aluminum and warrants close examination because it is absolutely gorgeous. There is no better looking scooter on the market, period. A T-handle with a bar trigger comes standard and is extremely easy and comfy to use. It's made even better by the pre-swirl stators that reduce the torque caused by the prop. This is a very comfortable scooter to use. Like the Blacktip, the Cuda X utilizes DeWalt and other compatible power tool batteries. This is invaluable for travel. There are other scooter brands that advertise airline travel compatible batteries, but airlines are getting more and more strict about large batteries in a carry-on, and checking them is not an option. If you ever find yourself in a situation where the airline is questioning the compliance of your batteries, it's a whole lot better to have a huge name brand like DeWalt backing the battery you're trying to bring onto the plane, rather than some underwater scooter brand they've never heard of. In addition to that, they are far cheaper than other DPV batteries. Typically, you can get 2 or more sets of the DeWalt name brand batteries for the price of a single battery from another scooter manufacturer with a similar runtime. To keep your batteries and motors safe, there's an integrated vacuum check that not only allows you to verify the integrity of your seals on your scooter, but you can also confirm that the separate compartments are good to go individually. These independently sealed compartments will ensure that a flood will not affect your entire scooter, and water ingress will be limited to the affected compartment. A large external switch allows you to safely cut power to the scooter in the event of an emergency. Or you can turn it off to stow it safely, although it does turn itself off after 20 minutes of inactivity. And finally, dual screens allow you to quickly and easily acquire the info you need mid-dive. It's amazing how much of an improvement it is over the Blacktip's single screen. Now let's talk about performance. The first thing I noticed about the Cuda X is just how quiet the motor is. My dive buddies, even when they were as close as 10 feet away, they could still barely hear it. And that's without a hood. Loud scooters tend to cause the marine life to steer clear of you on the reef, which makes the stealthiness of the Cuda X a huge bonus. And that quiet motor is absolutely no slouch. When you kick it into ludicrous speed, make sure you have a clear path in front of you because you are about to be moving. It is outrageously fast and powerful. My eyes were just mess. I mean, out of the 8 speeds, the fastest I usually go is 6. Otherwise, I'm leaving my dive buddies in the dust. Or the silt, I guess. Sand? All this power comes from the Cuda X's water-cooled direct drive motor, similar to the Blacktip, but much more powerful. In addition to that, it also features a 4-bladed prop for increased performance. And the blades are actually also swept back to make it chop through kelp and stuff and clear the prop really easily, although I think it's probably best if we all refrain from mowing the lawn while we're underwater. And it's all controlled by an onboard computer that is actually customizable, so you can change the speeds to be whatever you want. DiveX is also currently working on some advanced features that will be available as a firmware update in the future. But I can't talk too much about that right now, so you'll have to wait for my next DPV video, so make sure you're subscribed. Suffice to say, the best is about to get better. Fit and finish. Out of the box, the fit and finish is impeccable, as it should be with this level of DPV. I would expect nothing less. There were 0 blemishes, tool marks, or anything else of note when I opened the box. And there are 3 finishes available currently: black, blue, and silver. Although DiveX did indicate at DEMA that some other finishes might be possible, so don't be afraid to ask. Durability. In addition to being stunning, the aluminum housing is incredibly robust, ensuring that the Cuda X will stand up to anything you throw at it. Everything is super beefy, including the T-handle. No snapped off grips for this bad boy. In fact, the only significant plastic part that I've noticed is the prop shroud, which I actually think of as a good thing in case you send this thing tumbling down the stairs at Casino Point.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
I don't even think an aluminum prop shroud would survive that, so it's nice for it to be cheap to replace. Less than $70. Keep an extra one in your dive locker. The build quality of this scooter is confidence-inspiring, to say the least. I can't wait to take this thing into some caves later this year. At $7,000 and $7,300 for the Cuda X Tech and Exploration, respectively, this is not a budget scooter. This is an uncompromising DPV for divers that demand the best. Every single aspect was designed with performance in mind, and it shows. This thing is the Ferrari of DPVs. I mean, to put it simply, it's badass. For more info or to place an order, you can visit divevibetech.com or send me an email at divevibemedia@gmail.com. I'd like to take a quick second to thank DiveVibe's supporters on Patreon. They're the coolest people on the planet, and I am eternally grateful for their support. I'd also like to thank you for diving with me today. I'll see you in the water.